Zelenskyy signs an anti-corruption reform bill, and suddenly the media screams dictatorship. They called him a dictator. But how many dictators change a law because the people protested? While Russia bombs cities and bots bomb the truth, Ukraine corrects its laws in real time. This is what democracy actually looks like. I'm Slavie. This is Ukraine Update on channel Yarochenko. Welcome. Let's get into it. They called Zelenskyy a dictator. After mass protests erupted in Ukraine over a new anti-corruption law, Zelenskyy didn't double down. He listened. And instead of silencing dissent, he rewrote the bill. The new version restored agency independence, introduced mandatory polygraph tests for leadership, and created oversight to prevent abuse by the prosecutor general. Why polygraphs? Because Russia has infiltrated Ukraine's institutions before. This reform wasn't about control, it was about protecting the system from Russian spies. This isn't authoritarianism. This is wartime democracy. It's loud, it's messy, but it's self-correcting. While Western leaders dodge responsibility and bury scandals, Zelenskyy stared it in the face and adjusted course, meantime fighting a war and keeping up Ukraine's image. In a war for truth, trust, and sovereignty, Zelenskyy just showed what real leadership looks like. Peaceful protests in Ukraine? That's not collapse. That's what democracy sounds like. Everyone's talking about the protests, but no one's asking, why did Ukraine need this reform in the first place? NABU and SAPO were created after the Maidan to clean up Ukraine's elite corruption, but over time they became dysfunctional. There are multiple reports showing investigations stalled or buried, internal sabotage by pro-Russian operatives, and zero real accountability. It wasn't random. This was Zelenskyy finally cleaning house. The original version of the bill didn't have enough safeguards, and people protested. Fair. Zelenskyy responded, rewrote the bill, added transparency, and pushed it again. Now, NABU and SAPO back it. Ukraine didn't crush dissent, it processed it. Protest happened, the president listened, the policy was revised. Try finding that kind of accountability in Russia, even in the West. You can't. Kyiv Independent just handed Russia a propaganda win and called it journalism. While soldiers die for freedom, Ukraine's media just gave Putin a headline. This week, Kyiv Independent published a panic-laced editorial calling Ukraine's democracy under threat and calling Zelenskyy a dictator. What they didn't tell you, though, the agencies at the center of the scandal, NABU and SAPO, have a history of corruption and political bias. Others were suspected of Russian infiltration. Reforms were urgent, not authoritarian. But instead of nuance, they gave chaos. Instead of balance, they gave Russia the headline it was praying for, right as Ukraine was winning back Western and American support and gaining momentum. In wartime, image is survival. Media that weakens Ukraine's image weakens Ukraine's war effort. This wasn't brave, it wasn't edgy, it wasn't just to be different, that was complete and utter sabotage. Last week, Marjorie Taylor Greene, bless her soul, tweeted something that was so wildly wrong. Here's what she said. Mass protests are happening in Ukraine because Zelenskyy is a dictator who refuses to sign a peace deal and end the war. The protests weren't even about the war at all. They were about an internal anti-corruption bill, and Zelenskyy actually listened to the people, revised the bill, and protected agency independence. Even Jewish space leaders are wondering how that woman is still in Congress. That's not dictatorship. That's not dictatorship. That's a healthy democracy on top of being invaded and being under constant missiles and drone bombardment. When a US Congresswoman pushes Kremlin-style lies during a real breakthrough in Western support for Ukraine, that's not a hot take. That's a gift to Putin. While headlines focus on protest, here's what else happened in Ukraine last week. Russia dropped advanced glide bombs on Kharkiv. Again, Starlink went down mid-strike, prompting serious concerns about battlefield comms. Ukraine launched one of its deepest drone strikes yet, hitting targets 1,800 kilometers inside Russia. Russia's disinformation campaign ramped up, targeting Western media and AI systems. Ukraine's not just fighting a war, it's building a future. It's leading the charge, digitally, technologically, institutionally, and democratically. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This work isn't easy. It takes guts, it takes time, soul, and everything I've got, but I do it because the truth matters, and Ukraine matters, and you make it possible. When the world scrolls past, you stop and listen. When others look away, you show up. That means everything. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone supporting the channel. Please like, comment, and share this video if you believe in this fight. You can support the channel, buy me a coffee link in the description box below. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel and stay with us. This is Ukraine Update with Slavie on channel Yarochenko. God bless those who fight for freedom, and Slava Ukraini.
But I'm just getting started.